The Houston Rockets are 34-21 and the fourth seed going into the All-Star break. Yeet?
Yeet.
Or no yeet?
Yeet.
Let's talk about it. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Summit State of Mind, presented to you by the Apollo Podcast Network and powered by J Bar M. In this episode, we're going to discuss the first half of the Houston Rockets season. We're going to discuss things we love to see, things we hated to see, and what the Rockets record might be by the end of the season. Once again, I'm joined by co-host, the Big Oos. Let's go, Big Tom.
The Big E, man.
The Big E.
in his house. Big E in the house, man.
Do you want to be Big E? Do you want me to change that?
No.
Make
Big
it official?
Oos. I like Big Oos.
You are the Big Oos, dude.
Big E is cringe, but you know,
Big E
it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. You were talking about it one time, dude. I can't believe I'm back here. I'm in the chair. I'm in the host chair. That's insane, dude. It's been like 2 months. It's crazy.
Yeah, we missed you.
I missed you guys too. As if I'm not behind the camera, seeing y'all like right after.
Just sitting right there producing.
Just producing right behind. Hey, but I missed y'all, so I'm just happy that I can come on for this episode.
No, for sure.
The GM's on hiatus right now. He's holding out for contract purposes.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
He's with his woman, guys.
He's with his woman. Respect. We'll respect it right here. Big Oos, let's go into it right now. 34-21, the Houston Rockets. Let's talk about this right now.
What's up?
Did we think halfway through the season, going into All-Star break on Valentine's Day, the Houston Rockets would be 34-21, fourth seed? And they're not tied. Like, they're a half game up from the Lakers, but they are, as of now, like in firm control of that fourth seed, 34-21. Is this like shocking to you, or is this exactly where you saw them?
No, this is exactly where we saw this team.
Come on,
man.
talk
There's
to
nothing
him.
shocking about this, bro. It's just the only thing is we were the second seed at one point, but injuries happened. Şengün missed games. Fred, Jabari, they missed games. It's what it is. Injuries happen. We just got to take what we have. We went through a 6-game skid, got out of that, and luckily we didn't fall nowhere below 5. Mm-mm. So, what? I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all, man. This is a very talented team. This is a very good young team, especially in a stacked West. And teams are realizing, hey, this ain't the Rockets from the Silas years, man. This might be the Rockets from last year, but they're better from last year. Last year, we're like the 12th seed, and I think we're 24 games. We won 24 games. Nah. This different this year. How many wins we got this year? 30?
34.
34.
We're at 34 right now.
Man, I'll take that over anything else, man. I wish we would have kept the second seed, but hey, fourth seed, I'm not complaining. We got out that 6-game losing streak. I'm satisfied, and I'm not shocked at all.
I think what a lot of people think, and I think what a lot of people are I think they just got used to it. Yeah. 18 games over 500 was like the peak. Mm-hmm. We were like, I think 2 games ahead or 2.5 or maybe even 3 at one point ahead of Memphis. Like we were in firm control at the second seed, like nipping, nipping. We were like 5 games back of the Thunder.
Oh, yeah. I don't think anybody's catching
No one's catching the Thunder. Which, that's another conversation for later. Are they for real? Are they for real? You never know. I don't know.
We'll see.
We're going to see. We're going to see in real time.
So.
That's what I'm saying. But like, I think people got so used to that. Mm-hmm. They got used to like, that time when they were like 18 games above 500, everyone's locked in, everyone's healthy. Jabari was healthy,
yeah.
Tari's healthy, Alp's healthy. Steven Adams was starting to play a little bit more consistently.
Yep.
Like everyone was expecting like that was going to be like the setup for the rest of the season. Guys, it's the NBA season. It's 82 games, man.
82 games, baby.
Shit happens. But you're right though, Oos, and I love what you said. They stayed afloat. They stayed afloat. They lost. What was it?
Six games in a row.
That's
lost
insane.
6 games in a row and still are a top 5 seed.
Thank God we were 18 games over 500, by the way.
Thank God.
That was the cushion.
Any other place we would be in, bro, we would probably be in play-in or maybe out the play-in, bro. But no, keep staying afloat even when you lose 6 in a row. Nah, I love it.
I love to see it right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on right now. We talked about kind of like whether we shocked and weren't shocked, and that's a question to y'all as well. Let us know in the comments. Were you shocked? Were you not shocked? Is this exactly where you thought they'd be? And don't lie to me. And don't lie to the Big Oos. And don't lie to yourselves. If you legit thought they were a bottom-feeding team, admit it in the comments. And hey, if you were like all of us that did have us pegged at 50-plus wins for the season, hey, come on, this is the time, this is the time to feel the mana. This is the time to feel the mana now. Feel the mana now, like enjoy it. Like know that, drink the Kool-Aid and know that you actually talk positively and that you actually predicted they were going to be good.
Right.
So, hey, do you want to go? Okay, Oos, let's talk about it. Are we going to go good news or bad news? What do you want to go with?
Let's do bad news first.
Bad news first? Okay, so let's talk about things we hated to see during the season. So this is how I want to break it down. We're going to talk about things we love to see and things we hated to see. So you want to start with the bad news first?
Yeah, let's start with bad news.
Let's go. Things we hated to see. Over to you first. Overall, just anything in particular in terms of what you hated. I'm sure there's a list.
Yeah.
You got the list?
It's not really a long list, but I have a few complaints.
He goes, a few things.
A few things. It's a long. I mean, obviously, number one, the injuries. Obviously, the loss of Jabari Smith. It kind of hurt us a little bit.
Oh, I'm hurt to this day.
It showed the NBA world who we already knew Amen Thompson was, which is a certified A+ dog. Certified A+ dog.
A+.
And introduced the NBA casuals and NBA world to Amen Thompson. So maybe that's just a blessing in disguise. I don't know, but we do miss Jabari.
Facts.
I'm interested to see what Ime does with the lineups when everybody is healthy. I want to see if he does start Amen or if he puts like Dylan on the bench, Jabari on the bench. I just want to see what he does with that. But so obviously number one, injuries. But you're gonna have those moments where
You don't know who.
a player's gonna get injured, and it's fine. You just gotta, like we did, stay afloat and keep battling and keep fighting and keep winning. Number two, and I think this is obvious one, the offense. Our half court offense is basura. It's terrible.
Damn, you went Spanish?
I went Spanish on these boys.
Oh,
man.
no, not Spanish.
And luckily, we still, have a top 5 defense. I know we fell to 3 in defense. I think the Clippers have overtaken us, but we still have a top 5 defense. But our offense,
it's so bad.
It's bad.
It's so trash, dude.
Especially our half-court offense. It's bad.
It's pretty deadly in a tag team.
Luckily, we're still a borderline top 10 offensive team in terms of like rating.
Yeah,
because I think we're like 12 or 13.
We're hovering around like half. We're on that halfway point.
But if you just use your eyes, you use the eye test, it does not look good. That's why
it's so bad.
And also, I know we were like kind of down on Fred, and I know people were like, Fred got to go. But hey, his absence, it showed y'all Fred is important to this team.
Facts.
To this team. Now, I was kind of one of the ones saying, do we need Fred? Do we, does he have to go? Does he need to go? Nah, man. Fred is important. I'm not going to lie. Until we figure out our offensive identity, he has to stay.
He has to stay.
I think those are just my main 2 grips with this team.
It's fair.
I'm pretty sure you have more than me, but mine are just injuries and then like just our offensive identity, because our offense has been like questionable and basura at times. So, but I really don't have any complaints. We're still the number four team in the West. We still have over 30 wins, because again last season we were at 24.
Right.
So I'm not complaining.
Yeah,
at all.
Overall. But if we had a nitpick, those are your nitpicks.
Those are
nitpicks.
Are 2 nitpicks.
I know. And if you, by the way, guys, if you asked us this like 2 years ago, so we got DJ like 2 years ago on to like be a part of like our team. If you told us this shit 2 years ago, we would have taken this. Oh my God, 34-21. Don't tell me anything else. I don't need to know anything else.
You don't need to know any details. Just know we're top 4 seed and we have over 30 wins at the All-Star break.
Relevant.
So,
we were fucking relevant again. Yeah, exactly. Insane. For me, I thought, I took time and thought about it. By the way, man, I'm so happy to just be back in the chair, just hearing you talk. Man, just going doing this back and forth with you, man. We're so fucking back. We're so fucking back. Okay, so negatives besides Jabari's injury, which it kills me to this day. I'm still not recovered. I don't think I'll fully recover.
Hey, 21st, he's coming back.
I promised I was going to stay off this show until Jabari came back. It was almost like people thought I was trying to wean myself off, but no, it was like a strike of sorts. I was not going to show up on Summit until Jabari got back. No, but for real, negativity wise, like if I were to things we hated to see, 3-point shooting.
Oh yeah.
One of my things is like everyone was talking about getting a big man at the deadline like Robert Williams. I really wanted a knockdown 3-point shooter. It's not Reed Shepherd. It's not Reed Shepherd right now, and I'm not hating on him. I'm not saying ship him away. A lot of it's confidence based. We know he can knock down the 3 ball. I'm not worried about his ability to knock down the 3 ball, but confidence is everything. He doesn't have it.
Yeah.
So this team does not have 3-point shooting. I would have loved to have gotten just like a knockdown role player. I would have loved to get like a Kyle Korver type, just 3-point shooter, just throw him in. You can only put him in spot minutes. Like you're only here to knock down threes. That's all I need you to do. Like a Gerald Green of sorts. Like just here, this is what you're here for. Just knock down some threes, shift momentum back. And I feel like a lot of games that we've lost during this season is because like our 3-point percentage would be like below 25%. And I think we've had way too many games where we've just struggled from the 3-point line. And I feel like if they just had better, I mean, we'll call a spade a spade. We just don't have good 3-point shooters. We don't.
No, we don't.
We don't. I mean, Dylan Brooks, who's a little iffy, hovers around 30 something, low 30s. Jabari Smith, who's been, he has like on games, off games. Don't get me started on Jalen. On games, off games. Alp doesn't shoot the 3 ball enough. Amen Thompson, spot corner 3-point shooter at best. But really outside of that, there's no true knockdown 3-point shooter on this team, and it shows. And the downside about it is the Rockets creep closer to playoff time.
Yeah.
Those like inefficiencies end up like
we're gonna get exposed.
It's gonna get
exposed. And I think
you can't wait. It's gonna be horrible.
And I should have like added this too. Like I guess I'm not disappointed in how Reed has been looking, but it's kind of been like underwhelming.
There you go.
Underwhelming.
And I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
Number 3 overall pick.
I mean, if you ask anybody in the fan base, like, or just anybody in general, can Reed like come in immediately and make an impact? Yes. He's in college. He was 52% from 3. And he was active on defense. He had active hands, probably some of the best hands I've seen on a 6'2" guy in a minute, But, I came to the conclusion probably after like maybe the first 5-10 games that he's a project. He's going to be a project. It's going to take him time to develop on his team, especially, in this type of system. He's not the tallest guy.
He's not.
But again, he's an able defender when he can. And he's obviously like a great shooter. He just have to find his rhythm, and when he does, it's going to look phenomenal. So I guess that could be another like topic or whatever bad news.
Things we hate to see.
Yeah, things we hated to see. Yeah, just Reed not impact the game that how we thought he was.
Yeah, so, I thought the same thing because that was kind of like the hope. Like we knew two players were gonna solve our problem. You can rewind it back like to the offseason. We talked about this, like 2 players that the Rockets acquired because we got Steven Adams last year and we got Reed Sheppard through the draft. 3-point shooting and a backup big.
Yeah.
And we kind of got that with Steven Adams, but we did not get that with Reed Sheppard at all. So yeah, not disappointed. Perfect word, Oos. Just underwhelming. Just the way that he played. So 3-point shooting, obviously, being a part of that. In my opinion, I think and I want to attack on what you're saying too, because you were saying 3-point shooting and then injuries. The one player I really did not want to see an injury to happen, besides Jabari, was Fred.
Yeah, Fred.
Fred is just like, and he gets a lot of flack. Mm-hmm. A lot of flack. I don't know if Rockets fans in general, but Rockets Twitter, they do give him a lot of flack.
Yeah, they give him a lot of flack.
A lot of flack. And I think you just kind of have to understand what he brings to that table. He brings not even a level of consistency in terms of his play because like he can just be off, but he does so much things that it's like reminds me it's the Shane Battier kind of the things that you just don't see that don't pop up on a stat sheet. But he just calms the offense down. He's kind of that safety valve, that safety blanket when like just everything's chaotic and no one can get their shit together. But he can feed Şengün and get him in Şengün in a proper position. Yeah. He can get Jalen Green into the right spot. He can get his own shot. Like he can set these guys up. He's not a top. I wouldn't even put him as a top 10 point guard in the NBA. He's not even that. Maybe not even a top 15 if you really think about it. But he gets these players, these really talented individual players, and puts them in position exactly where they need to be. Because that's exactly what Ime said, too. Or what he said last night was another comment, is that he felt like a lot of players started playing on an island one-on-one towards the end of the first half.
Yeah.
That is no coincidence that started happening once Fred went out.
Facts.
Like, once the court gets smaller in half-court settings, they have to start kind of doing their thing because they just don't have a real leader. Yeah. There's just no. I mean, I'm sorry. Was it Aaron Holiday? Not a true point guard. Reed Sheppard, as of now, not a true point guard. Amen Thompson, not a true point guard. Like, we are literally without a true point guard right now. Like, it's freaking insane. So those are overall my negatives. Don't want to harp too much on the negatives, but,
Fuck a negative,
Yeah, fuck the negatives, bro. We're 34 and 21. Oh, so let's talk about it. Come on. You got me excited. Let's talk about the stuff that makes us go, come on. Yeet. Things that make us yeet one time. Let's go ahead and talk about things we love to see, Big Oos. Right here. I'm going to throw the question at you. Things we love to see, 34-21, the 4th seed Houston Rockets. All right, Mike is over to you.
Well, obviously, the first and obvious thing, y'all know it's All-Star Weekend. Y'all know Sunday.
The things that make us do this. Go ahead.
Obviously,
hold this
All-Star
up.
we're at the All-Star Weekend point. Obviously, Sunday we're going to watch our very own Alperen Sengun
In the All-Star
in the All-Star game. That's number one. We have an All-Star.
We have an All-Star.
We got an All-Star this year.
Should watch this in
man.
the office.
Yeah, we're proud of Sengun.
I'm so proud.
I've been caping for him to be All-Star since last season. I thought he should have been last season.
Watch the film. Watch the film. He has been.
Film. But hey, I guess coaches or whoever was over that saw winning as the most important factor. Cool, don't care. We're winning this year. Sengun, he's putting up good numbers. He made it in, and he wasn't a wild card. He was one of the front court players.
Yeah.
One of the front court players.
That's insane.
Hey, that's insane. I'm proud of that. Number two, our defensive identity is insane. Insane.
It's so good.
Again, we went through a 6-game losing streak and still are a top 5 defense in the league. Top 3, matter of fact, top 3 defense in the mother effing league, man. That's number 2. I'm proud of this team and their defensive identity. You see Tari, you see man. Man, we got everybody on the team playing defense. We're like
Dogs,
we're a
bro.
good defensive team.
Dogs.
And the narrative around Sengun before like these past 2 seasons about him not being a good defender or him being a cone, dead.
Dead.
He
defend.
He is an able to good defender. I'm not calling him a great defender, but he is a good defender. Okay. Number 3, I talked about this earlier too. Casuals are now starting to see who Amen Thompson is.
Oh my
Amen
gosh.
Thompson is getting more love from the NBA than I've ever seen him gotten before. Yeah, it's amazing to see. Again, we knew who Amen Thompson was, a generational athlete. You know, and
talk to him.
Us losing out on Wemby and then ended up with him in the draft, best consolation prize. We could have ended up with anybody else. I'm not calling nobody else in the draft class trash unless you're the dude in San Antonio.
Come on, say it.
Dude in San Antonio.
There, let's go. The second best player in that draft, man. I'm gonna call it, or maybe the best player.
Maybe, but for real, losing out on the French guy. And getting Amen Thompson is probably like one of the best consolation prizes this team could, get. And it's going pretty well. When he gets a consistent jump shot and he fixes his handles, I know he knows.
Nightmare, dude.
No, it's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a nightmare. Another one that I've like. I want to say another positive note. I want to give some props to Jalen. Jalen looks.
Okay.
I'm gonna give more props to Jalen. Jalen looks more comfortable on the court than I've ever seen him in his 4 years in the NBA.
Talk to him.
Obviously, he's gonna have his games where he looks like, a role player, or the games where he looks like he's a next NBA great superstar, or looks like Michael Jordan.
I feel like we're flipping a coin at some point with him, dude.
But he impacts the game other than just the scoring level.
Talk to him.
He's playmaking. He's defending. He's showing hustle. He's showing hustle. And Ime, I know Ime trusts him more. I know last night against the Warriors, the starters didn't have it, and the third stringers, was doing their thing.
No, they were so checked out. The stars were so checked out.
Bro, I trust Jalen on the court.
I do too.
Like these past 2 seasons.
Isn't that crazy?
I trust Jalen on the court. I'm not saying he's a bad player. No, it's just in the past, you couldn't really trust him on the court.
No, you couldn't.
But now, like I said, I trust him on the court, and he looks more comfortable. And when he gets it put together and he figured out, that, hey, I'm that guy, he starts to become even more consistent. Again, the league better watch out.
It reminds me too, because you know who else trusts him as well?
Who?
Ime.
Oh yeah,
his minutes are showing.
Yeah, it's showing. It's showing. His minutes are growing and growing. So, hey, that's what I'd like to see. And I think that's it.
Think you got all of it?
I think I got. I think
Sure.
I got. Yeah, I'm good. We good.
Hey,
man.
when I start throwing positives, if you want to throw some sprinkles in there,
Yeah.
don't you? Hey, we're fucking eating this ice cream sundae. So if you want to throw a little sprinkles,
facts.
a little bit of toppings on that sundae,
I'll put a little flavor in there.
hey, you got a little bit. Yeah, one big eat.
One big eat.
Yay.
Yeah,
we're talking about the thumbs up right now because thumbs up. Shouts to Zilla. Hello.
Shout out to the big dog, the main one.
Hey, the main one. We talked about things we hated to see. Now we're talking about the things that we love to see. So come on now. So things we love to see. I mean, she pretty much captured all of that.
Yeah.
I gotta give love. I mean, I'm not who I am unless I give credit to this guy. Before he went down, Jabari was actually hooping.
He was hooping.
Like he was hooping, and I think when he went down and the men kind of ascended into that, not star player, he's not there yet, but he's getting there, he's getting closer. Like, people started kind of downplaying what Jabari had done.
Yeah.
But now, as you can kind of see, as the team kind of started kind of coming back down to earth and the mental state just isn't always there, that's kind of what Jabari brings to the table. I think he brings that mental toughness at his young age to keep consistency on the defensive level, to be a safety valve in terms of three-point shooting when he hits, especially.
Yeah.
What he was able to do for that team before he went down with that hand injury was it just was irreplaceable. Like, he ended up being one of the biggest cogs on this team, which helped get that team to where they needed to be. I think by the time he went down, I mean, they weren't 18 games, it was well before that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were probably like 10 plus games at that point. I think over 500 by the time he went down. So obviously I got to give credit to where credit's due on that one. Shout out to Ime Udoka just getting his dudes ready. Like,
Facts.
year 2 Ime is a fucking monster. I mean,
He's a maniac.
we didn't get to see year 2 in Boston.
Oh, yeah,
we only got year 1. We only got year 1. Could you imagine if he had year 2?
They probably, I'm not going to lie, the Boston Celtics probably would have been at like 20, not even 20. I'm going to just say 19.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh,
wait, are
yeah.
they at 19?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, how many do they have right now, 18 or 19?
I think. Oh man, chat might roast
Well,
us.
this is all-
Chat
they
might
would
roast
be-
us, but
yeah.
hey, we're not big Boston
We're not-
Celtics. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I'ma just say-
I think 18. I think 18.
I'm going to just say they would have been probably at 20 right now if he would have still
Yeah,
the head coach.
100%.
'Cause that was still a good team.
A really good team.
Yeah, that was still a really
they
good
were
team.
more developed
Yeah.
like ever than when we were.
Yeah,
Like, we were 100%. We were 100% a project team.
Yeah.
Like, Ime chose to come to us as a project team.
Yeah.
So shout outs to Ime. Just killing it as a coach. Getting his guys ready, getting them ready on defense, formulating enough of an offense to kind of get us there. That's the scary thing, too. If they just have some semblance of offense, they can beat the 29 other teams in the league. Not just beat them, I think they can comfortably beat them if they just had some semblance of offense.
Because this season, there's no such thing as a comfortable win with this Rockets team. So
No, that's actually, hey, there you go. We can throw that in things we hate to see.
Oh, God.
But on a positive note, we've won. Another thing that's been things we love to see. Streak breakers, man. We've been breaking some streaks.
Oh, yeah.
You know that the losing streak against Golden State.
Hey.
We finally broke it. Was
we
that 16 in
finally
a
broke
row we lost?
I think so,
At
yeah.
one point, 16 in a row we lost. We finally got the dub against them,
Yep.
beating Boston in the Garden.
Yup.
We have not beaten them in years.
I think his last time was like 2020.
Yeah, it was like 2020.
Yeah,
It was
2020,
during it was the Westbrook year.
Russell Harden
Westbrook
years,
Harden year. Oh my god!
Wow.
And I remember that game. That's the game that went to OT.
Yup.
Or was it OT or double OT?
No,
I don't
it was
remember.
OT because I think Russ had a putback dunk.
It was like their space city. It was their city uniforms.
So, yep.
So just these guys that were able to kind of, dude, you want to hold? You should hold.
I'm good.
Come on.
I'll hold it.
Come on, hold it one time. Hold it one time. There you go. Thumbs up. And I think overall, like just the fact that they were able to break these streaks, and I think people don't talk about it enough, but the fact that they're kind of turning they're breaking streaks more than just like games that they've lost against, but like being able, like these Rockets team, Alperen Şengün, Jalen Green, Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith Jr., this young core have never been in this situation. No. They have never, when Ime said mentally they might have been checked out because they have never been in this situation. You're going to play 82 games. You were at the top. You were at the top. You were the second best team in the West. Like, you were firmly in there. They've never been at that state. So did I expect them to kind of like go down? Yeah, I did expect that. But the fact that they are in the 4th seed, guys, as much as you would love to say, oh yeah, I had them like winning 50 plus games, guys, like we're not surprised, but at the same time, like to actually see it, witness it, and actually get to experience a Rockets team that is successful in the new era with Jalen Green and Alperen Şengün, it feels fucking amazing. And the fact that we have these guys locked in for a number of years, Amen Thompson's still locked in for his rookie contract for another 2 years. Like, this is like the core. These are the guys. And I would love to see what they're going to do, obviously, going into the future. And I love, shout out to that audition tape by Kevin Durant. Come on.
He is such a Rocket, man.
Future Rocket, bro.
I'm sorry. He is a future Rocket,
spent significant time after the game. The only Phoenix Sun to spend significant time after the game. Talking to the players. Talking to Ime.
He even gave our young guys, like, praise, too, especially Jalen and man. Oh, yeah.
He bullshitted. He was like, I'm not going to work at them summer.
I'm not working out with them anymore.
Bro. We will see you in Toyota Center.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see you in probably June or July, man. We'll see you then.
Hey, Dylan Brooks. He can go. couple picks. I can live with that.
Yeah,
We may have to give up a young player. That's the only thing.
That's fine.
But we'll see. We'll see. It depends on the young
We'll
player.
talk about that another day.
Yeah, that's a later thing. But to spin it back into the positive, I mean, you pretty much hit the nail on everything. But yeah, this team has been so good, consistent. Obviously, the 6-game losing streak being like the big like negative.
Yeah.
But overall, just positive. I love it. And you're right. We finally have an all-star. Such big stuff. Such great things going into the second half of the season, and well-deserved rest for this Rockets team. I have a gut feeling. If we can get Fred back, I don't know if we're going to get Fred back.
No, I think he'll be back.
By all-star? What about Jabari?
Jabari is definitely gonna be back. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the Friday, next Friday, where it's gonna be ESPN.
The first game back is next Friday.
First game back is Friday.
Okay. So they get about 7 days. That gives them 7 days of rest.
Give them a couple times of rest. I guess when Alp, Reed, and Amina's done with All-Star, we can let them rest.
I like that.
Heal their bodies up. Especially Jalen. Jalen needs rest because I know Ime said he had was dealing with some bumps and bruises.
I think they're all nursing injuries.
They're all like nursing injuries. Hey, give them time rest. We come back from Saturday, get back against the Timberwolves because Ant was talking spicy. And granted, it's Dylan Brooks, but at the same time, he was talking a little spicy.
He's talking a little spicy, man.
Talking a little spicy. Yeah. Get back. We get our get back in the.
We gonna get our get back. I'm super psyched, man. It's gonna be so much fun, dude.
And it's gonna be on national television.
National
ESPN
TV.
game.
Is it at home, right? We're back
at home. Yeah.
Oh, come on. They can sleep in their beds. They ain't gotta leave the city.
They ain't gotta leave the city. Hey, it's just the whole thing. We kind of don't look good sometimes on
I know.
TV.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
Hey, national TV, we'll still get the airtime. I don't care. I love the exposure.
No, we'll 100% take the airtime. So we're excited. We'll see where they get. I have a gut feeling if we can get all the players back, this team might go on a run.
It might, man.
They may just fuck around and hover to that second and third seed again, bro.
We gonna get that second seed back. Hey, let's go, man.
Hey, come on, I'm talking about it, dude. So let's get ready to go into our last topic. But before we do, once again, we got to give a shout out to J Bar M once again, our sponsors on the summit. Go to them for the best barbecue in H-Town. Your finger looking good does not belong to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Finger looking good belongs to J Bar M. Great drinks, great food, great barbecue, just the absolute best spot. Big Goose, he famously will always say this. He was not skeptical about the barbecue, but he was like, hey, it takes a lot from him to like barbecue. You're very choosy on your brisket. You even said it.
Hey, that brisket, had me dreaming, man. Floating in the air,
He
man.
legit was.
Hey, go get you some of that brisket, man.
I should have taken a video reaction of me. I kind of low-key regret that. I should have done that.
It was really good.
It was delicious.
It was.
So go check it out. The Texas Trinity plate, the sausage, the ribs, the brisket. Food is fantastic. Owners are great. Go enjoy it. Have a drink. Go watch a Rockets game there. We're going to be hosting another watch party, another happy hour at some point, either this month or next month. So be on the lookout for that. So J Bar, once again, powering us through this episode. Let's go on to the last topic right now. Big Oos, let's talk about it. 34-21 Houston Rockets, fourth seed in the West.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to throw this question over to you right now. Last question before we go home here. By the time the 82nd game is over and that buzzer sounds, final record, seed. Give me the final record and give me the seed in the West. And once again, the 34-21, 13 games over 500, fourth seed in the West, half game up above the Lakers. Where are they at?
I think we hover around the third or fourth seed.
Okay.
Our record, because right now we're like, 34-21?
34-21.
34-21?
Yep, come on.
We finished the season, because I did say, we're on a 51 win pace. I'm going to stay at that. 51 wins.
You had 51, right?
51, yep.
Okay.
We're going to be 51-31, third seed. Third seed, I think.
51-31, third seed.
I think the Grizzlies start to fall maybe a little. They're good teams.
Because Denver's above us right now.
Yeah, Denver is above us.
So Denver's going to do what they do.
It's either one or two. I want to put my money on Memphis. I think they fall maybe below us to the fourth seed, or maybe at the fifth seed. I don't know.
You never know, man. Right.
Because even though the Lakers lost to the Jazz, they got their ass handed to.
They did.
I still think they might find a way because it's LeBron looking the game. They just don't have any bigs, so I think that might hurt them too. So they might stay around that 5 or 6 seed.
They're not a deep team.
Yeah, they're not a deep team. I think we get all players back, go 51-31, be the third seed, and get 2 games at Toyota for the playoffs.
Oh, come on!
Hey, I'm gonna start saving up too because I'm thinking.
Let's go!
Lord knows, love you, Tillman, but Lord knows you be pricing them like crazy. We pricing like crazy for them tickets. But no.
You know what, Oos? Maybe we can get the team some tickets. Maybe we can figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll be there.
Talk
regardless.
to us. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to us. We'll be there regardless.
Facts.
We'll be there regardless. So 51-31.
51-31.
Third seed in the West.
Yep.
All right. That's pretty good. Good. Okay, so the 34, which means they have to win. You have them winning 17 games from here on in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so in years past, so this is the reason I've selected the over, and every time I hit the over, we always go to the under. For the first time ever, I had us going in the under, and now we're over. Do I stick with my guns and stay with the under?
Well, stick to your guns, man.
Because it's been going positively.
Do you, man? Do you?
All right. I'll say this. The heart says the heart of my fandom says 52-30.
Okay.
52-30, third seed. I had in front third seed in the West. I think the second seed's probably gonna get 54.
Yeah.
54, 55. The separation is gonna be my munch.
Yeah.
My heart says 52-30, but my head has them at 49-33.
Okay, that's not bad.
49-33. They're 13 games over 500 right now, so that would put them at about 16 games over 500.
Yeah.
Which means we only finished 3 games over 500 the rest of the way, which I don't think we're gonna do. I think because I don't think our strength of schedule isn't super like high right now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a super like strong schedule. And then on top of that, I think we're much better than just finishing 3 games over 500 the rest of the season. I think once we get everybody back and healthy, we can fuck around and go on a run, man. I'm saying 13 games over 500. Like from now, maybe we can get 10 games over 500. That'll put us 23 games over 500 at the end of the season. So it's like you just never know. That's the thing. So I'll stick to my guns. I'll have them at 49-33 because every time I pick the under, they end up going over. So I'll stick with the under for now.
Right,
49-33. They will hover between 4 and 5.
Hey, just stick to your guns.
Bottom line, though, which I think is huge, they avoid the play-in.
Hey,
let's talk about the fact that they're avoiding the play-in.
I don't see this. This is not a play-in team. I'm sorry.
The play-in, dude. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. We are not.
We're better than
knock
that.
on wood. I'm gonna knock on wood right now.
Yep. All the wood here.
Hey, we are not touching that play-in, man. So,
yeah, no. Fuck the play-in.
Fuck that play-in.
I do not want to touch the play-in.
Nope.
So this Rockets team is like I said, they're doing so well. Big U said it himself, is doing well. We're so excited. All-Star Weekend's going to be a blast. We're going to see Amen Thompson on that Rising Stars team. We're going to see Alperen Şengün on the All-Star team.
Don't forget Reed.
And don't forget Reed Shepard. Oh, yeah, Reed Shepard's on that team, too.
I think he's on that G League team, but he's still participating.
Hey, he's still participating. Hey.
Yep.
Yeah, still a win.
Still a
Win's
win.
a win. Wins a win.
Rockets this weekend, man. I'm not complaining at all.
Let's go. So next week, obviously, big time for the Houston Rockets. They're going to start their run. Let's get it going one time. This is the push. This is the push for the playoffs. The push for the playoffs begins now. So this is it. Every game fucking matters. Let's fucking go. Because we're going to come in next week. We're going to preview the second half of the season. I cannot wait to do it. Well, I may not do it. Justin's probably going to do it. Yeah. And then Justin's going to do it with DJ. And we're psyched to get it out to y'all because the summit is so fucking back right now.
Back, baby.
We're so back. Back like we never left.
Facts.
Big Goose, one time. Tell the people where they can find you.
Find me. You know what?
Oh, are you going to give it to him? Shut
up.
up.
We'll give it to him this
No way.
Psych, I lied. Follow me on Twitter. Hustletown Season. SZN. That's it. No yeet, I'm sorry. Y'all not getting it yet, man.
Damn, he got me. He kayfabed me.
No, because I did, I said, if we were to if we beat the Mavericks on that Saturday, I would give them the IG next episode. And guess what?
Wait, I'm sorry, what? Wait, what? Say that one more time.
I said I told him last week, if we were to beat the Mavericks on that Saturday last week, I would give them the IG. We didn't beat them. It is what it is.
So no IG? Wait. You got to wait for the IG. I'm sorry, guys. You don't get the IG, and you won't find it. I'm just telling you now. It has nothing to do with his Twitter. So, once again, thank you guys for coming on our show, on our episode. Let's see if I remember how to do the closing remarks. You can find me on Twitter as well, at Summit Commish. Follow us on Instagram, at Summit State of Mind _pod, at Apollo HOU. You can find us also on Twitter, at Apollo HOU. Shout outs to all the podcast brethren that continue to kill the game. Our Astros podcast, our Texans podcast, NBA podcast. They're all killing it. They're all doing the work right now. Shout outs to our wrestling team that continues to kill the game. We got big news coming up, hopefully in the next month or so.
Stay tuned.
Got big news for y'all about WrestleMania, so you guys better stay tuned on that if you are a wrestling fan, because we got big news for y'all, especially for the city of Houston. Big time stuff coming your way. Let's go ahead and end this episode. Once again, I'm so excited to do this. I haven't done this in so long. Big Goose, over to you.
Yay.
Yay! Ah, we're so back.
We're back, baby.
We're back.
Vicky. Oh, shit, it's on the phone. Cut that out.